Hasta la vista, baby.
Yeah, está.
That's the only
Yeah,
thing I know in Spanish.
English is a bit easier for us, but
Yeah,
You're
me
doing such a
too.
great job in Spanish. Are you sure? You don't
my
want
Italian is better. Parlando italiano, no?
Oh,
It's like,
oh.
sì.
Es parecido.
Non siamo diversi, siamo Hooverphonic.
We can do a multilingual interview.
Yeah, we can. Well, we can do it in French if you want, in Dutch, in English, in
Irish?
Irish, of
No.
course.
Why not? I'm sure there's some similarities somewhere there,
Gaelic,
right?
Gaelic, no.
Hey, don't
like-
tempt us.
Hey guys, it's Tommy from Eurovoxx, and look who we're here with. We're here with Hooverphonic.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good, how are you doing? So we're finally here in Rotterdam. You've had your first rehearsal today. How is everything going?
Great. We're
Smooth.
very happy.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
smooth. Well, luckily it wasn't like our last rehearsal, because you know what they say, if your last rehearsal goes smooth, mostly, the real. But this was just the first rehearsal, so we're
There's
still
no
relaxed.
pressure
No
today.
pressure.
Ah.
No pressure.
Well, it didn't show on your faces at all.
It's,
It all looked very calm.
It's like we were still calm, and to be honest, we were calm because we saw already the stand-in rehearsal and knew that the team was really good. Like the local team, it sounded good. It already was like 80% there when we first got the first viewing. So that, I guess, that kind of made us a bit more at ease.
Very good. And so when it came to the staging, what was your thought process when you were coming up with the concept and the visuals and what mood you wanted to display?
Well, Hooverphonic, we're like, we were always inspired by old kind of soundtracks of movies. A lot of journalists say that we make like soundtracks to non-existing movies, and so the wrong place is like that as well. We have like the Western guitars and like the cymbalons from John Barry's movies, and so the first thing we thought about staging, it needed to be kind of very film inspired. That's why you have influences. The dress is inspired by Barbarella.
Right.
The background projections are inspired by Dr. Caligari. It's like a very old silent movie from the last century, the 20s, 30s.
Wow.
So and Kaiki's in the wrong place. She's in the middle, and normally like the singer is in front of the band. So yeah, we just like to kind of do subtle hints, hints to kind of like old movies, old soundtracks, and you can hear it, you can see it, you can feel it, and everything.
Yeah, subtle
It's,
but effective.
Yeah,
Very good.
And the video, that was Jan Boon. He's like the director. He already works with us for a long time, and he just understands what we do. He came with the idea of the video, and immediately we said like, yeah, that's it. This is how we want it. And he came up with the idea to kind of decapitate.
Yes,
the guy.
this is
It's
what I
like-
want to ask. So
And-
was
and
it
I
his
mean-
idea to decapitate a poor
Yeah,
guy?
that was his idea, and I still remember we were there, like in a Zoom meeting with the guys from the record company, and like he was like, yeah, I was thinking about decapitating a guy, and I was like, yeah, man, great, and the guys from the record company, really? And I said like, yeah, we're gonna do this. It's like,
It's definitely a striking visual.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
and Gaika, how did you... Is it Gaika?
Yeah,
Gaika.
it's what you want,
Okay,
but it sounds
perfect.
good.
How
Like-
did you get into the frame of mind to play that character
Oh,
in
yeah.
that
Well,
clip?
it's hard to put it into words because I have it all in my mind always. But there's two people. There's the lady that's going out, and then there's the woman, kind of like in
The Black Widow.
The Black Widow, yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like a ghost somewhere in an old attic. I feel like a ghost with revenge intentions and stuff like that. So.
Gekke has a lot of imagination, like,
Yeah.
and I have to say, when we were recording it, it was in an old castle in Flanders. It was like the coldest day of the year.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like when I saw her in the dress, I thought like, oh, poor Gekke. But she's just like,
I used it.
She's a trooper.
Yeah.
She's a trooper.
Channeled it.
it's like it's unbelievable. But we're doing this for a long time, and it's just fun, to be on a set, to see all these people working to kind of get to like, create something. And we also see Hooverphonic as a collective of creative people.
Yeah.
Also the staging, like we came with bits and pieces, but also Hans Pannenkoeken, like and Injas does, and everybody surrounding us. The dress is like, Tom Erebout, who is like a dear friend, but also a stylist, who's working with the stars. It's like it's just cool to be surrounded by a good team, and that also gives us the kind of, I think that's also why we're quite relaxed. We know we're really like,
Well, supported.
Supported,
really,
yeah.
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
And also
way.
because you've got so much experience, I read before the interview that you also performed at the Euro 2000
Yeah, we did
opening
actually.
ceremony.
Yeah.
And that audience was 1.5 billion people. I don't know if you know that. But
Yeah, it was. But to be honest, there it was all about soccer. Here
Right.
it's all about the music.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like, you
It's a big
know,
difference.
but I still don't know, you know, like when they asked us, you know, to do that, I said like, oh no, football, soccer, I hate it. And then, but Raymond loves it, so I said
Oh,
like,
yeah, please.
Ah.
Thank
I
you.
said like, I'll take one for the team, you know, like we'll do it, you know, like this time around, like, you know,
If I must.
I have to say, we the three of us love to be here, but I have to say it was my dream and Raymond's dream to once
Yeah.
be at Eurovision. So now Jeke takes one for the team.
Awesome.
So Raymond, guy, you still
I
always
owe you
one, man.
I owe you two. So what do you like? What you want to
What do you
I'm
want?
thinking.
Going
be,
to Tibet.
your
Be
one wish
prepared.
list.
Be prepared.
She wants to go on a yoga course to Tibet, and me and Raymond need to go.
Watch,
along.
watch
my
you.
God.
Yeah.
Well,
to
after
watch
these
you,
crazy
yeah.
2 weeks, you might be happy to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But you know, we love Eurovision already for years,
Yeah.
and it's and a lot of people are quite amazed about it. You know, they say like, really? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's out of your well, people we come from alternative backgrounds. You know, like we're an alternative band, but yeah, I hate it when people think in kind of like you know
categories and
in boxes. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's, I just love,
Snobism.
love watching. It's like the Eurovision is like, it's. I love contrast, and Eurovision is one big contrast between
Yeah.
camp and cool, between sometimes very intimate, sometimes very grotesque, sometimes, you know, you see all different kinds of acts where they're dancing. Sometimes just Salvador Sobral, you know, a guitar and him just singing, and
Absolutely.
even though maybe in the whole show maybe there's like 4 songs that I like, but I just love the contrast, you know, like then you think like, oh, this is great, this is good, you know,
Yeah.
this should win. So and then supporting, giving remarks, you know, on WhatsApp with the friends, and just fun, you know.
Yeah, it's very much a sense of community across Europe. It's the Euro Soccer Championship for songwriting, right?
Yeah, it is, and also the reason why we wanted to participate this year is that we feel lately, like the last 5-6 years, we've seen that more and more. It's again about the song, you know. Like
Yes.
you saw that with Duncan, you saw it with Salvador, you saw it with Blanche, Common Lipids, you know,
Yeah.
like even Blanche, City Lights, you know, like so yeah, so that gave us the kind of idea like now is the right time.
Yeah, because I was curious about that, because you've had obviously such a long career and done so many different things, and yeah, so that was the thing that occurred to you, 2020, this is the time to
Yeah,
move forward.
the Belgian television asked us a couple of times. I think this was the 3rd time they asked us, you know, like, but now we really felt it was the right time, because I think the festival is evolving, and it's evolving for us in a good kind of way to be part of it, you know.
Very good. Yeah, and I read when you were going through the songwriting process, you decided that you wanted to go to somewhere that people could not experience during these pandemic
Yeah.
times. And the most obvious thing was a one-night stand.
Well, yeah, you know, to be honest, you know, like me and Charlotte were sitting there, you know, like, and we said, like, let's write a song about everything you can't do these days.
Yeah.
Everything that's actually almost suicidal. You can't touch a stranger, you can't kiss a stranger, you can't hug. You definitely cannot have a one-night stand with a stranger, unless you're gonna have like a stick in his nose, and then you know you're gonna have like your little test lab,
still
and you know,
safe? Are you
like,
still
Yeah,
are
and
you
like
safe?
quarantine
Yeah,
before,
it's
quarantine
like-
afterwards.
so you wanna have sex? Wait a minute. I mean, so,
It gives a new meaning to protection, right?
yeah. Safe sex. It's kind of like, you know, you have to need a strong nose for that. You know,
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
but it's kind of like, and that was the fun bit. We first started that way, and then we thought like, yeah, but let's make it a one-night stand gone wrong. Let's kind of like have him being the health instructor who drinks green tea, and she's kind of like reaching for a smoke and a drink, and then, you know, like. The director, like Jan Boon, took it even on the next level, you know. And Johnny Cash was just started as a joke. We were at lunch, we were listening to the radio, and we heard Johnny Cash, and she says like, "I love Johnny Cash." Charlotte said, and I said like, "I love it too, him too. Let's try as a challenge, try to incorporate his name in the lyrics, you know."
Wow.
And at first she said like, "Yeah, it's never gonna work." I said like, we'll see, you know. And then at some point, it's just kind of like, that's the magic about songwriting, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just happens, you know. At some point, we came up with a line, "Don't you ever dare to wear my Johnny Cash t-shirt."
Amazing.
and that's the catchphrase. And that's
Yeah, and I've even used it in my own life.
really.
I said I would not let that person wear my Johnny Cash T-shirt.
To be honest, I gotta be honest. You know, I was inspired by an old movie. Well, old movie. Yeah, it's already an old movie. It's called The Wedding Singer, and there it's like Adam Sandler. He wakes up. He drank too much. He wakes up with his ex-girlfriend. He wakes up and he sees her wearing his Van Halen T-shirt. He says, like, take off my Van Halen T-shirt before David Lee Roth gets jinxed. So it's different.
Wow.
But it's thank you very much, Adam. You know, like, well, he probably didn't
Credits.
write the line. You know, like it's the script. Thank you, script writer of the movie. You know, like, and now we're getting sued for plagiarism.
We can cut that
cuts.
out. We can cut that out. Very good. Yeah, so what is your plan for your time here in Rotterdam when you have some time off? I guess it's limited what you can
It's
do.
very limited.
Yeah.
We cannot go for a walk. But then again, you know, we live 1 hour and 10 minutes from Rotterdam, so we can come back. You know, it's like 1 hour drive. So it's we've played here before. And we're in a very good hotel.
Yeah.
We gotta say, you know, like
Extremely good hotel.
we're a very good hotel, and that is kind of like, you know, we knew we had to probably spend a lot of time in quarantine. So we said to the delegation, head of delegation, we said, like, Birgit, please, we need a good hotel.
We need a good
The
quarantine
rest, you know, well, we're gonna try to make our first TikTok movie ever.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's not yet sure. It's like it's the first step, and the water is still a bit kind of wet, you know, kind of like.
I have to admit.
So you have to follow us. Maybe we'll release one. Maybe we won't.
Okay, you heard it here first. Hooverphonic are going to TikTok.
Yeah. It's kind of like, you know, like.
Another cut.
I have to admit, I don't really understand TikTok either.
Me neither. So that's
it seems
why.
to be lots of dance videos and moving.
I thought, you know, I said to the lady, but she didn't like the idea. I said, like, why don't you put some tennis behind us, and then we do tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, and then Gege just looks really
like
straight,
the
and then
movie
we're
Stranger on
in
a Train.
Stranger on a Train Hitchcock movie.
Hitchcock movie.
Here we go,
Ah.
old movies again.
All
But
the
it's-
references.
All the references.
references.
Yeah, but if you didn't get us started about the old Eurovision editions, you know, about Bucks Fizz and all that stuff. You know, I saw
Yeah.
there's one country now doing is it Israel? I don't know. She starts in white and then suddenly she's in black. you
Yeah,
know,
Israel.
This is Eden Elena from
It's
Israel.
Israel, yeah,
she has
Israel.
the reveal. They pull the dress apart.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That's
Very
Bucks. That's
interesting.
Bucks Fizz, you know.
Yeah.
Bucks Fizz,
So you're
take-
right. It's going back
And
to
if you
first
wanna see
principles,
some
right?
More. Yeah.
You take, making your mind up.
Yeah. Everything's cyclical, right?
Yeah, it all started with France Gall, Poupée de Cire, Poupée de Son for me, you know, like. So let's finish the interview with a minute of silence for Serge Gainsbourg, because Histoire de Melody Nelson is 50 years old this year. So
Okay.
so I'm
Shut
gonna
up.
try to shut up.
So you can continue your own minute of silence after this video ends. Okay, so that's all that we have time for. Thanks for talking to us today, and best of luck with the semi-final, and we'll talk to you soon. All the best. Bye.
Thank you.